Hi everybody, here we are Wednesday again, and I am going to be channeling live from Apophyllite today. Apophyllite. And just so you guys know how I decide on which crystal to channel per week is based on your requests. The more often a crystal is requested, the more likely I will be channeling it that next week. So after each channeling, I always put up a crystal channeling request box. Feel free to drop in your crystal requests there, even if you've requested it before, because the more a crystal gets a vote, the more likely I am to channel it next week. So Apophyllite has been a very, very popular crystal in the requests. This right here, this piece here is actually one of my babies. I love this crystal. Back when I was doing Akashic record readings, which I don't offer them privately anymore, but when I was doing those readings, you can even see how this just fits beautifully and perfectly in my hand. This was always in my left hand to help me raise my vibration very quickly, detach from the ego, and connect with that Akashic realm. So without further ado, I'm going to settle in, get comfortable, and get ready to attune from Apophyllite. Oof. Energy goes right up there, right away. The really nice and sweet thing about the vibration of Apophyllite, as I said, I'm immediately feeling it like comes right in through the heart chakra and goes up through the upper chakras, up through the crown, and I can feel that energy starting to open, the crown chakra expanding and starting to open up that connection to higher realms and the divine. But the really nice thing about Apophyllite, some high frequency crystals like danbarite, zazchilite, even selenite for that matter, or really high-powered quartzes, can shoot that energy up really quick. There's a softness and a sweetness to Apophyllite. It's very centering. It's a very, very peaceful energy. So even though it's raising your frequency and connecting you to these higher realms, there's this feeling that you're being held, and it's very loving. It's very warm. So it's not one of those like overwhelming, overpowering crystals. And yet, as I'm feeling this opening increase, and I'm feeling light energy coming down, because Apophyllite calls in light energy. That's part of what it channels. If ever you've tried to photograph Apophyllite, you'll see it's actually a very difficult crystal to photograph because of all the light moving through this crystal and being refracted and emitted by this crystal. So Apophyllite is something that helps draw light energy into your body. It helps to draw light energy into a space. It helps to channel and amplify healing energy vibrations, which is why this is a crystal. Even in my book, I always recommend this crystal for Reiki rooms, for healing spaces, for anywhere where you want more of a peaceful, serene, uplifted energy. This is a great crystal to put in your bedrooms, by your bedside, because it's not going to interfere with your sleep pattern, but it's going to create a healing space, a restorative space for you at night. And so now just tuning back into where this energy is going. And it's really interesting because I'm actually seeing a light being. I'm seeing a light being that's entered the channel that Apophyllite has created. And one of the great things about Apophyllite is it creates clean, pure channels of energy. For any of you who are mediums or who are channelers, you understand exactly what I'm talking about, because when you're opening up channels of communication, you want to make sure that what you're connecting with is with the light, that it is divine and light in its nature, because there's all kinds of things floating around up there, just like there's all kinds of things down here. But this is a pure light being who has come in, very sweet, very peaceful, very compassionate, a little curious. in terms of what's going on here right now. And you know, one of the things that's coming through the Apophyllite consciousness, I'm getting some chills here, is its connection to that ascended I'm starting to slur and bungle my language. It always happens when I'm in high frequency places and in connection with high frequency guides. It connects us with the ascended masters realm. And this message that's coming through is this is so essential for us right now. For those of you out there who are seeking out spiritual mentors, spiritual guides, help, ooh, massive chills, help and connection to those who are in the higher realms, to those who have answered the calling to help us here, massive chills, in the human condition, in our experience right now, so much suffering happening in the world, and so many of you beautiful souls out there, some of you watching even now, who've put your hand up and who've said, I am willing to respond to the call for the need for healing on this planet, whether it's volunteering, whether it's speaking up for people, whether it's going out and doing healing work. I don't want to say you need connection to this realm because that wouldn't be honoring free will, but certainly what I'm getting, this really strong message through Apophyllite and through this being who has come in, is that there's support for you up there. There is support network, a very important word coming through, non-denominational. It's there to access for everyone who's looking for that higher guidance, who's looking for that higher wisdom, but who's also looking to make sure that what they're connecting with is truly divine and light in terms of its source. And so Apophyllite helps to open this up. So this is actually a calling. It's really quite interesting what's happening here right now. This is a calling out to all of you who, I almost want to weep, actually. Let this energy ground. This is a calling to all of you out there who are seeking out greater sources of light, inspiration, wisdom, and who are seeking to answer the call, how can I serve? How can I make a difference? To connect with Apophyllite regularly in meditation, holding it. If you wear it, you do need to wear it with some good grounding crystals like smoky quartz, let's say, so that it keeps you in your body. But to get that connection, that spiritual hook up to light sources of wisdom that can help guide you, that can help support you, so you don't feel like you're doing it alone. Because they're saying right now, a lot of us feel like we're alone in this process. Again, sorry guys, just a lot of emotional energy flowing through this, and there's this great message of you are not alone. There is a spiritual network up there that is seeking to be of service and to help. And so again, if you're looking for a way to connect with that cleanly and purely through a clean and clear channel, to work with Apophyllite to help you connect with that. And so that's the message that has come through. That's the channeling today from Apophyllite. So, oh, look at me. I'm gorgeous right now with mascara running down my face. But I do hope that channeling was of service to you. Again, not what I was expecting to come through, but that's crystals, the consciousness that crystals connect to. There's a little universe inside each and one of these. Even your humble little piece of smoky quartz or red jasper can, you know, provide the keys to the universe. So that's the Apophyllite channeling. Thank you so much for watching and joining. And as I said at the beginning, I will put my crystal request box up after I'm done here for you guys to vote and request your fave crystals for the channeling. So thank you so much. Blessings to all of you. Again, I hope this was of service to you today. And this is Krista signing off. Bye.